Photomikes garage again and again. Just like my last video, I have bought myself another Crown Vic. Seriously, I have a problem. I bought myself another Crown Vic from the Canadian government surplus auction site, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. The wife is starting to get upset. I've got too many cars, especially too many cop cars. She's a little worried about me right now. So I'm thinking one of them has to go, and I'm going to check this one out. I don't even know what I bought, really. I don't even know. And I'm going to check it out. Hopefully it's an okay car. I'm going to take you along with me. We're going to check it out. And one of my Crown Vics has got to go up for sale because it's just out of control. It's just out of control. So come along with me and let's take a look at this government Crown Vic Police Interceptor that I just won at auction. All right, there she is. There is my Crown Vic, my 2009 Crown Vic Police Interceptor. She's all mine, registration, insurance done. Now let's see what I got. Okay, right away, not the most beautiful Crown Vic I've ever seen. They've got the holes for the push bar. That's not good, but if I was to buy a push bar, I've already got the holes. That's one way to look at it. You got your normal scrapes, good tread on these winter tires. Very good tread. This is the only bad thing. You got a nice scrape on the side here. That's not attractive, and I have no way of really fixing that except to maybe do a little bit of paint, but not so good. And the interior is pretty standard. The vinyl's pretty clean. The seats are not bad. A little bit of wear in the usual spots. And no ticket light. I love the ticket lights, and this one does not have it. That's really too bad. Okay, back seats all there, looking good. It's also a good idea to check all around the back seat, including this little hidden location. You don't want to find any drugs in there, because that's where some of the criminals that might have been in the back seat might have hid their drugs in here. But looks like that's all cleared. Okay, let's take a look at the trunk. Oh, good. To release the trunk, we just push this button. Another huge trunk, full-size spare with the jack and all the tools. Fantastic. That's exactly what you want to see. That makes it a lot easier to have. You don't have to go to a wrecking yard to find these parts. It comes with them already, and it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. So far just the usual wear and tear that you always find on these police vehicles. But the important thing is to check the motor, which is what I'm going to do right now. We'll just release the hood latch. Oh, it's already open. Okay, not too bad. Looks pretty clean. Looks like a relatively new alternator, relatively new plastic manifold, because these often crack, so it's always good to have a new one. Fairly clean in here, but I want to check the oil. I want to check this out. Optima battery. That's pretty good upgrade for a cop car. Makes sense too, because these things last forever. Now this particular car, everything's looking pretty good. The steering shaft is not too rusted right there. Let's check the oil. See how we're doing here. Okay. The oil looks like it's right at the fill mark. Looks pretty clean too, so that's good. That is good. Battery cables look like they need some cleaning, especially over here. No big deal. And let's take a look at the transmission fluid. I know you're supposed to check it while it's running. It's not running right now. I just want to take a look at it and smell the transmission fluid. It's got good color and it doesn't smell burnt. That's important. Sometimes you get like a burnt smell from the transmission fluid. That means that your tranny is on the way out. This one, no burnt smell. Transmission fluid looks nice and clean. And of course, the most important thing is, will this car start? Oh, radio works. And It started. And look at that. No check engine lights. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Yes, the car doesn't look that good, but no check engine lights. There you go. And as you can see, the odometer is working, and you have 184,000 kilometers up here in Canada. That's not really very much mileage at all when you consider how durable these vehicles are. Air conditioning works. Now, do the windshield wipers work? Yes, they do. Life is good. Life is good. Right on, right on. And do the power windows work? Yes, they do. Again, perfect. This car is fully adjustable. You have the pedal adjustments. You can move the pedals forward and back. And you got seat adjustments here in the door because police officers are often big guys and they don't have room to put their hands down here, so the controls are all on the door, which is very convenient. All right. Also, you can tilt the steering column, as you can see. There you go. All right. I'm ready to go. Now, another important thing. Now, I already checked this car, so I know it's okay, but when it shifts into gear, you want it to do it without noises, groaning, or other problems. So let's see. We'll go into reverse first. Reverse first. Good. Into drive. Everything is operating normally. Into neutral. Not too bad at all. So far, I'm very happy with this purchase. It's looking like I might have scored again with a cheap Crown Vic. All right, the next thing to do is to take my Crown Vic for a test ride, which of course I was not able to do before the auction, and we'll see that the brakes work and everything is operating and that the car is safe. And then if it's safe, I'm going to drive it the rest of the day. Yeah. Okay. First acceleration test. Whoa. I'll tell you, these Crown Vics do have a little bit of power. That is for sure. Okay, right away I can tell that this Crown Vic is a good one. I've been pretty lucky lately. This might be the best one I've bought so far, at least in the way it drives. It tracks true. When I go over bumps, there's no strange clunks. It just handles the bumps, no problem. Brakes work good. Put the brakes on right now. Works good. Stop straight. Acceleration is pretty good. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one feels strong. Okay, so it passed the road test. I think it's safe enough. I'm going to drive her home now. All right, everybody, I'm going to end this video with a little review of the Crown Vic Police Interceptor, also known as the P71, and why they're so popular and why you should buy one. First of all, most of these RCMP vehicles, this one is from Coquitlam, came in white, and they have the black grille, black trim, and steel wheels that are specially designed to handle curbs. And they often came with special tires. And I don't know if this one has it, but special tires that can handle basically going over curbs without going flat. But anyway, heavy duty steel wheels, heavy duty brakes with 12-inch rotors on the front. This car also comes with a frame on body construction. What that means is that, like a truck, it has a frame that actually is the strength of the vehicle with a body attached to it. That makes it easier to repair in case of collisions, and also makes the car very strong and very capable. What else about the exterior? What else can I say? It's a 4-door sedan. It's got a huge amount of room in the back seat. As you can see, it fits 5 people altogether. This car is 212 inches long, which is a fairly big vehicle. But what you're getting for that size, you're getting capability. You're getting the 5-seat passengers. Let's open up the trunk here. Okay, look at this trunk. It is absolutely huge. You can move a whole family. You don't need a truck. You don't need a pickup truck. You've got a Crown Vic. This particular car comes with a full-size spare and the jack and everything. Huge amount of room in the trunk here. Just fantastic. Okay, this particular car's got a few little bumps and things on the outside. They always have that, but it's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. Got a little scrape on the side, as you can see here. So basically, it's a little cosmetically challenged, but you know, what you're getting is the reliability and the durability of this car. Let's have a look at the motor. Open, open, open. All right. This is a 4.6 liter single overhead cam modular V8 Ford motor. This is the same motor that was used in the GT Mustangs of the same era. It produces 300 foot-pounds of torque and I think 250 horsepower, and that actually motivates this car pretty good. For example, the regular Crown Vic, the civilian version, only produced 289 foot-pounds of torque and 230 horsepower. So there's definitely a horsepower increase because it is a police package, and that's mostly because it has a freer flowing intake, as you can see, and it has a dual exhaust, a true dual exhaust, and all the other civilian Crown Vics do not have that. This car also has a reinforced frame that is designed to handle a high-speed collision and protect the occupants. That is considerably better than the regular Crown Vic, which does not have that, or even ordinary cars that we have nowadays. So even though it looks like an older design, this is actually one of the safest vehicles you can buy. It can handle a high-speed collision and keep the occupants safe. So reinforced frame, it has all the airbags you could want, and it has a Kelvar plate inside the front doors to protect it from bullets. So depending on which neighborhood you live in, that could be a good idea. What it also has is steel plates in the back of the front seats here so that nobody can stab you if you're in the front seat. So that's a pretty good feature as well. And of course you have a vinyl interior, no carpets to get messed up. This thing is easy to keep clean. You have a simple car here, and of course that's the beauty of it. It doesn't have a lot of electronic doodads, it doesn't have a big screen here, but it also doesn't have things that go wrong. It is straightforward and basic. Easy to repair, easy to fix, reliable as all heck. Has a fully adjustable seat controls on the door here. Everything adjusts. It has a lumbar support adjustment here. It has the brake pedals, which, as you can see, move forward or back to help you adjust. And of course, this particular vehicle has 184,000 kilometers, which is not too bad. And if you ever get a Crown Vic, they also have a way to tell how many idle hours there are. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 8,954 idle hours on this vehicle. Because these cars do spend a lot of time idling and at different scenes at different times. So you have the idle hours that are recorded there. And quite often you have around 5,000, so 8,000 is a little bit high, but still not too bad. And of course, since it's idling all the time, it has a heavy-duty alternator to run all the lights that would normally be on a car like this. And in addition to that heavy-duty alternator, it has a oil cooler, a power steering cooler, and I believe a differential cooler and a transmission cooler. So this thing is made to last, that is for sure. And 184,000 kilometers is just not a lot of kilometers for a vehicle like this. And this one, I believe, is a 2009, so there you go. Okay, let's start her up and see what she sounds like. That definitely idles very smooth. Okay, so that is my new 2009 Crown Vic. The only problem I have is that I've got too many Crown Vics, and the wife says I've got to sell one of them. I might sell this one. This one's pretty nice. So if you want to get a Crown Vic and you live in the greater Vancouver area, you know, Vancouver, BC, Canada, I'm Canadian. So if you live in this area, message me and maybe this car could be yours. Or maybe I'll just keep it, I don't know. It looks pretty nice. I kind of like it. All right, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time. That definitely idles. Ooh. Okay.